Admit it, you had a feeling it would happen. I had a feeling it would happen. How could anyone not? Chris Froome, the four-time Tour de France winner, confirmed on Wednesday that he tested positive for excessively high amounts of the asthma drug salbutamol during the Vuelta a España in September, on his way to victory in that Grand Tour. The level of the drug found in his urine was twice the amount allowed by anti-doping rules. This news comes as no surprise. Not necessarily because it was Froome, the 32-year-old rider for Britain's Team Sky, who has dominated cycling in recent years, but because the revelation fits right in with a Tour tradition. So Froome's name now goes on the growing list of cycling champions turned infamous for failed drug tests or doping admissions: Lance Armstrong, Floyd Landis, January Ulrich, Alberto Contador, and on. The last time there were back-to-back Tours de France without the winner becoming entangled in a doping scandal was 1995, when Miguel Indurain of Spain won his fifth and final Tour. That's an entire generation of embarrassment for a sport and its biggest stars. 3 of those riders, Armstrong, Landis, and Contador, have been stripped of some or all of their victories, but those falls from grace didn't happen without a fight. And it looks as if Froome is preparing to dig in for one, too. Froome, who has had asthma since childhood and has often used inhalers in public, faces a possible suspension of a year or more. But don't think for a second that he and his powerful, often sanctimonious team are going to roll over and accept a ban. Be prepared for explanations and excuses, and they had better be good, because cycling has heard some doozies in the past. Tyler Hamilton once blamed a doping positive on a vanishing twin in his mother's womb. Landis once attributed a suspicious surge in testosterone on too many swigs of whiskey. Given how far previous riders have tried to stretch the truth, then, Froome isn't panicking. At least not publicly. He told The Guardian that his asthma had worsened during the Vuelta, so he just followed a Team Sky doctor's orders to increase the amount of salbutamol. The drug opens airways, an undeniably helpful advantage in a sport like cycling, and some argue that if a handful of riders can take it for asthma, then every rider should be allowed to do the same. And why wouldn't they? Salbutamol has also been used to increase endurance, burn fat, and increase lean muscle mass, basically the reasons the World Anti-Doping Agency affixed a limit to it. But even if a doctor told Froome to take more of the drug, Froome should have known better. He must know better, because that isn't going to fly with anti-doping experts. To be even clearer, if Froome's version of events is true, he made a rookie mistake. It would also be a surprise if Froome couldn't feel the difference between the regular amount of salbutamol he takes, and twice that amount. And the consequences of getting caught doing so should have been obvious to an athlete who, as he admitted, knew he was going to be tested repeatedly. So right now we know this: something went very wrong for Froome at the Vuelta, and that something, now and perhaps forever, has put a black mark next to Froome's name in every record book.